you can only watch it for the first time once. It'll be interesting to see what we catch and what we don't.
Did you ever play the video game Mass Effect?
This is where Babylon 5 is becoming Babylon 5.
That was great. I love that.
100% completely accurate, definitive ranking of Babylon 5.
I love it so much.
We're officially into it, Jeff.
The year is 2025. The name of the podcast, Babylon 5, for the second time.
Welcome to Babylon 5 for the second time. My name is Brent Allen.
And I'm Jeff Akin. Brent and I used to be Star Trek podcasters, and then we watched Babylon 5 for the first time, and everything changed. Now we're watching this incredible series for the second time, keeping an eye out for all those things there's no possible way we could have noticed or known about the first time around.
That's right. But you know what we are still doing, even though this is our second time, Jeff? We are searching for those sci-fi messages that are found within the series, preferably those that we missed the first time around. We're asking things like, and we've learned, we've made this better. You know what I mean? Like we've narrowed in our focus of how we look for these. We're looking for things that are mirrors to society, things that give us hope that things can be better in the future, Jeff. And we certainly need hope, or things that just tell us how to be better human beings to one another.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, as Jeff has mentioned, as I have mentioned, we have seen this show all the way through before. This is our second go around. Unlike the first time, this one full of spoilers. Everything's on the table. Everything from any point in the franchise, any episode, any movie, any spinoff series, comic book, extra source material. It's all fair game for Jeff and I to talk about. So if you have not watched this incredible series for the very first time, consider this your spoiler warning. Stop right here. Go catch us on our spoiler-free version for the first time. And when you get all the way through that, come back and check us out here.
This week, Brent, we are watching There All the Honor Lies for the second time. Last week, I talked about how excited I am for you to see this one again and for us to watch it. I have really fond memories of this one. This is the one with the store, right? Like, what is this? Some deep space franchise? This place is about something. It's such a quotable episode. We get awesome Londo and Jakar, I remember. We get some incredible Kosh and Sheridan stuff. I can remember really diving into the stuff around that and enjoying the
Is this the one where they go into the thing and like it looks like they're like under the floorboards or something and like they're doing the music thing, their Gregorian chant and all that? This is that one?
It is. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I have very fond memories of this episode. Do you remember what you thought the first time around?
Look, it's second half of season 2, which means I probably liked it, right? Except for what you just told me right there, Jeff, I couldn't tell you what was actually contained in this specific episode.
Okay.
You know, like we couldn't be talking, be like, yeah. When we watched There All the Honor Lies, and and I'd be like, yeah, what happened in that episode? I don't know. But now that you say that, I remember the floorboards. I remember the Gregorian chant. Kosh is teaching Sheridan how to kill legends or fight legends or whatever it is. Right. And then Ivanova just has probably the second coolest line of the entire series, if not the coolest line of the whole series.
Yeah.
So, it just great line. The thing I will say is this is probably the episode that I have the single most trouble remembering the title.
Yeah.
Is it There All the Honor Lies? There Lies All the Honor? There the Honor Lies?
There lies. Now I'm messed up on it.
The honor there is all the lies?
All the lies of honor.
Right. So like, I know I probably mess this up. I'm pretty sure if you go back and you look at our For the First Watch, because I think I uploaded that particular episode or this episode, I probably screwed up writing the title down. In fact, I'm sure I did because I remember getting notes from people, like comments from people like, that's not the title of this episode.
Sure it is.
Sorry. Same thing when I was doing Beam Me Up. I put The Arena down. I got so many, it's not The Arena, it's just Arena. It's like, okay, sorry.
Gosh.
Do you know it's not Home Depot? It's the Home Depot.
Is it really? Oh, man.
It is. It's the Home Depot. Don't just say Home Depot. Hey, it's not Disney World. There's a Disneyland. Absolutely. There's no Disney World. That does not exist. It is Walt Disney World, bub. And don't you forget it.
Brent, we should open a business called Home Depot. I feel like we would do pretty well.
They can't get us in trouble for copywriting because theirs has a the.
Exactly. Ours
has an extra quarter note.
It's totally different.
It's totally different.
Brent, I went back. I listened to our first time episode on our first time watching this. Do you want to hear what we actually thought?
Oh, what did we actually thought.
I'm going to quote you to start.
Okay.
Not even a laundry episode. I might watch this for a little bit on the first commercial break. I'm looking for something else. This was a bunch of half-baked B plots that they weakly strung together. Very underwhelmed.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's second half. It's post-Gropos.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay.
I said I liked parts of it, but it was a mess. It was all over the place and just not good.
Jeff, you and I are such a-holes, man.
I know.
I can't believe we would say something like that.
Oh, I came out swinging. This one has the commercial break, the commercial stinger thing in it.
Did they edit out?
Yeah, it's in it. It's in there. And
Nice.
like you probably hit it 12 times during the thing. And I called that near the end. I'm like, that was the high point of the whole episode.
Oh man.
Was that stinger.
You know, the thing is we've changed our format of how we do the show. And I don't have that. Like I had that in the list. Like I could call it up at any moment. I don't have it in there anymore. I can't do that.
Well, I'm already disappointed. It'd be great to have thrown in. You thought the idea of the store in this was probably JMS sticking his nose at the studio for trying to merchandise the series.
That would make sense to me. That still makes sense to me. That's not what it is. I know what it is now.
Oh,
but we'll talk about that. Go ahead.
Cool. I'm excited to hear that. We had a couple cool things that we said. You said that without Jakar, Londo just isn't Londo. And we kind of decided that Londo and Jakar are a character in and of themselves. Yeah. You predicted, and I agreed. That
Hold on, stop. Let's talk about that just for a second. Is that true? What do you think?
I do. I think there is Londo. I think there's Jakar, and there's Londo and Jakar.
Yeah.
And Londo and Jakar is the superior character.
I agree.
They're all great. All great.
It's Londo. Like without, I mean, Jakar's a great character on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Londo's great character on his own, but compared to those two together in an elevator, oh my gosh.
We're not too far away from that. We're not too far away. You predicted that Sheridan, much like Sinclair, is also part Minbari.
And a lot of that is just porting over Sinclair's storyline to Sheridan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, okay.
Picking up some of those pieces.
I'm so glad JMS did not just full tilt port Sinclair. Like he allowed Sinclair to be his own character and have his own thing and have Sheridan be a completely different situation going on.
It's that whole idea of creativity from constraints. Mm-hmm. You know, when you have a limitless budget and no schedule or whatever, and you're like, I could make the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
No one has ever done that. It's the person who's like, hey, this is $100,000 idea. Here's $100.
Right.
Figure it out. And then they'd come up with something incredible because of the constraints. And I think that was a thing that made, from what we read of the first, the pitch for the first arc of this, I think what we ended up with was superior. We got more great characters out of it.
Yeah.
And that's because of the constraints of reality.
It's where, you know, when we go back and we look at the original plan and you're like, man, that would have been a cool thing to get. Maybe, but what we got because of the changes that had to happen was better. Like those things amped it up and made and refined it. And that's why you sit back and say, even if Michael O'Hare didn't leave the show, there would have still been enough changes over the course of 5 years that story is not the one we would have gotten in the end anyway.
Agreed. That's what I got out of our first time listen. You just alluded to having some answers. So when you were scouring the web from things from the maker himself, JMS, what did you find out there?
So the title of the episode comes from an Alexander Pope essay, poem, something called An Essay on Man, Epistle number 4.
Okay.
Epistle number 4.
I wonder if you had to read epistles 1, 2, and 3 to understand epistle number 4.
That's a good question. Or, you know, was there a previously on?
Yeah, just recap the whole thing.
Or did maybe like in the early parts of epistle 4, it tell you what happened in 1, 2, 3, and 4 without saying, here's what happened in 1, 2, 3, and 4. It like encapsulated it and just kind of caught you up without you actually realizing you were being caught up. And the only way that you would know if you'd been caught up is if you had watched all of those things.
And otherwise it's just, this is part of the story. It's almost a pre-pistle instead of just an epistle.
Well, it's a pistle show without being a pistle show.
Exactly.
No. Anyway, the line goes, honor and shame from no condition rise. Act well your part. There all the honor lies.
I like that a lot.
I like that a lot. And this is one of those, we know JMS pulls a lot of his stuff from high literary places. And while the title is just There All the Honor Lies, I'm interested in watching this episode through the eyes of that entire verse.
Yeah.
And, is this just the clue to say, actually, it's the whole verse?
Mm-hmm.
How much of it is honor and shame from no condition rise? God, that's, honor and shame from no condition rise. Like either one, honor and shame, they both can come up. So act well your part. Do what you got to do, because in what your actions are and what you do, that's where the honor lies. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Oh man, that's so deep. Oh, that's so good. So good. In the Babylon 5 gift shop, there is a bronze model of the station. After this episode, that station will move to Sheridan's office.
Oh.
Where it will remain through the remainder of the show. And it's his right as captain to have a model of his station in his office. We see other starship captains have models of their ships. Mm-hmm. JMS, though, does say once the show is finally off the air, remember he's writing this while the show is still going, right? It says, once the show is finally off the air, be assured that model will end up in this captain's office.
Okay. Yeah.
To which I have a question.
Where is it?
JMS, is it still in your office? Like, I have certain things around here that are from previous shows that I've done, other things I've worked on, mementos and stuff. I wonder if, especially a Babylon 5 thing, like that's his. Is it fair to say Babylon 5 is JMS's opus?
I think so. I'm just trying to think.
Yeah.
I don't know that he would agree, but I think he would.
I mean, it happened when he was so much younger. He's had such a career afterwards, but I mean that saga was just has not been matched. I hate to say not been matched. Yeah,
it's his. It is truly his. The other things that he's done
been in partnership with other people, or
may have started it as his, and then studios got involved and did stuff. So,
all right, I want to talk about this in two parts. One, I'm going to talk about it here, but then when we get to this part of the episode, I want to talk about it more. Okay, talking about the bear, specifically the bear. JMS says this: I hate cute. Everyone who knows me knows that. So after buying Peter David's script number 2, Peter David wrote this particular episode. Peter sent me a gift. It was a bear, a teddy bear with my initials JS on the front and Babylon 5 on the back. So I called Peter back and I say, I'm going to get you for this. He asks what he had in mind. And I simply said, wait and see. So I wrote the entire bear thing at the end of the show into the script he sent us. Inserted it, infiltrated it into his script. His final word on it: never send me something cute.
Stand by. We'll be right back. Are you ready to take your Babylon 5 for the first time experience to the next level? With our exclusive Patreon, you'll get access to all kinds of cool stuff that you can only find there. Our recording notes, unedited reaction videos, an exclusive Discord community. And you can even be listed as a producer of the show. Plus, we even offer exclusive meet and greets and hangouts. You won't find this kind of experience anywhere else. Get all these amazing benefits, plus the opportunity to interact with other fans from around the world. It's being part of a huge community where everyone shares the same appreciation for Babylon 5. Subscribe at patreon.com/Babylon5First. That's the number 5 and the word first to get access to these incredible benefits. That's patreon.com/Babylon5First. We can't wait to see you there. That's great. That's so great. There's no way I ever would have guessed that watching that the first time and just seeing that scene, which is incredible, but that's so much better than anything I would have come up with.
There is a little bit more to this story, but when we get to this scene in the show, I'm gonna, because you remember what happens to the bear at the end.
Yeah, it gets spaced.
He spaces the bear.
And you get a big old close up of it coming up right into the camera and everything.
And it's all spinning or whatever. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, everything else, Jeff, we could talk about during the episode. So let's go watch an episode. What do you say?
It's time. Hey, if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. We're so glad you're here. This is going to be a lot of fun. What's going to happen now is we're going to pull the episode up right here. You're going to see it on the screen. I'm pointing to where it's going to show up. Brent and I are going to watch it in real time. We haven't, what's been probably 2 some odd years since maybe 3 some odd years since we've watched this before. We're going to watch it and react to it, talk about it, pause it, dive into stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see that get kind of chopped up and edited in the YouTube style. If you want to see the full and unedited version of it, we have that posted on our Patreon, which is patreon.com/badnerds.
And if you guys are listening to this on an audio podcasting app, you are going to hear basically the audio from what Jeff was just talking about. We're going to put that on because we want you to be a part of the conversation as well. And then after that, we'll talk about it more when we get there. So, Jeff, let's go watch an episode.
Let's see where that honor lies.
Accessing file.
Oh. It's a cool little bit of SG right there.
Merchandising?
Or CG.
We're being merchandised? You can't be serious, sir.
Their studies indicate that the sale of merchandise relating to Babylon 5 system-wide could generate a projected 2 million credits over the next year, earmarked for our operating budget.
Why don't they just open up a gift shop?
Exactly what they're doing down in the Zocalo right now. It'll sell to residents, tourists, visiting VIPs, anyone who wants a gift for themselves. Or for
it's not a bad idea.
Why would you not have had a gift shop at this
Welcome
point?
to Babylon 5, the last best hope for a quick buck.
Yeah.
Commander.
Oh, this is demeaning. I mean, we're not some deep space franchise. This station is about something.
That's why I'm putting
Shots
you in
fired.
charge to oversee.
So, I didn't bring it in. So JMS talks about that line, and Peter David writes it in the script, kind of as a joke, and sent it back. And they buy the script, they do whatever. JMS doesn't say anything, and so Peter calls him up and is like, "Are you leaving that line in?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's hilarious. We're absolutely leaving it in." And Peter David's response was something to the effect of, "You guys like to live dangerously over there."
You're playing with fire. Very, very rich and lawyered up fire.
Right. It's fall down funny. You people really are dangerous over there, aren't you? Yeah. Katerina says, "I'm wondering how much of this is related to Jameis's experience with all the merch for Captain Power and so on," which goes back to my original thing. Some of this might actually be there's nothing that I've seen that negates my original theory that this is a response to the merchandising arm of studios.
The Star Warsification of science fiction.
Yeah.
This gift shop.
I mean, it might not
which,
be.
I might add, is only a test at this
Totally
point.
could be.
Why me? I hate this whole idea.
Exactly. I'm counting on you to focus that hostility with your typical diligence to make sure that this station and its inhabitants are in no way, as you so correctly put it, demeaned.
Such a great manager call.
Did you see if they have any baseball caps?
Wow.
For my sister.
Sure.
If looks could kill, she's just like, are you kidding me right now? Also, hey, remember he has a sister?
Uh-huh.
That's a thing.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I forgot about this part.
My link. Hey, you, come back here.
This is set. Do we ever see this again? The multi-level set like this?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's enough. Get back.
Dude, his
Death first.
Sheridan's ability to stop while he's in the midst of being attacked and towered over, not just shoot, but to be able to say, give him a chance, stop, that's enough. While this wasn't Sheridan standing over top of the guy saying, be done. This is Sheridan down on the ground looking up. He'd just gotten knocked down. And to still be able to say, stop, rather than just, oh, you're threatening my life right now and you've just put hands on me. That is a remarkable thing. Also, piece of fiction, not in the real situation in the real world.
Well, the thing is, that's training, and it's a thing most law enforcement officers are taught, right? You can aim your weapon, you can be ready, but you have to give that verbal warning, and there's the rules of engagement, essentially. And I think that with Sheridan's maturity, and then through training, he's actually doing this and did it in the way anyone could watch that. And this is funny. This is actually going to come up in the rest of the story, but you can watch that and say fully reasonable what he did. He stopped. He gave the guy a warning. He came at him. Said death first. He tried. That is for sure.
And the setup. Because we know that's all this is a setup.
Yeah. And now Sheridan does too.
Uh-huh.
He was trying to kill me. I think I understood that pretty clearly.
But why?
For what it's worth, Ambassador, my people are already investigating.
You've been asked by my government to conduct my own investigation as well, independently of yours.
Well, if asking the victim why they were attacked, that's your investigation, you might want to rethink your approach.
Well, I think the question is here, who is the actual
Get
victim?
into each other's way.
Yes, but it is the only way for my government to decide whether or not to insist that you be charged with murder.
Find that Minbari witness I mentioned in my report. He will back me up. I am absolutely sure.
Description.
Minbari.
The good news is there's nothing in the autopsy that proves he was attacked without cause. The bad
Nothing that
news
shows he was attacked with.
is there's nothing to corroborate your side of the story either.
You are of the third fane of Chudoma, yes?
I am.
You carry with you a noble and honorable tradition. Lanier is also of the third fane of Chudoma. He has brought you
Like how he
great
nods.
honor.
I want to know what Thane
Means.
Delin is from.
Oh.
No. What's Delin's
So-
Thane?
Can you tell me what you know of this incident? Ashan.
I answer to other Minbari, not freaks.
Yeah. This is, Lanier needs to lay some smack down on this. He needs to put the wood down.
Your words insulted her. Her presence insulted me.
What do you do, Lanier? What's your move?
Because we are the same, you may ask your questions. If you
What do you do here?
If I'm Lanier?
You just insulted her, and now you're looking at me saying, because we're the same, you can talk to me. I'll talk to you just because we're the same. What do you say? What's your response, Jeffrey Akin?
So there's two answers to that, because there's my response and there's the fact that we're Chidomo mates, Fane mates or whatever, and that's got a cultural impact of some kind. But me, that's what we're talking about. You know what? I am nothing like you. You know who I'm like? I'm like that person who just walked out the door. Someone who had the dignity, the self-respect to just leave this situation and not bother wasting their breath on you in this moment.
Mm-hmm. Not honoring the bigotry that you're showing here in this moment with even entertaining this conversation.
Exactly. Just, nope, I'm out. Let this shame stand for itself. I will take the honorable step.
Yeah. Also, a person who literally sacrificed everything for your future.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not saying, I'm not.
Nope.
We are not the same.
I have one question for you. You'll tolerate my questions? Good. I have one. Do you want it in the face or the gut? Because
or the Minbari equivalent of the nut.
There's that too. Yes. That was.
This is PG-13 show, Jeff. We can do that, right?
Go there.
Family
Yeah,
friendly.
yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Hey, we're not PG. We're still PG. Is that still PG? Can we say that?
I don't know, man. Wolfman's got nards. That's a PG thing.
There it is. Where you want it in the face, the gut, or the nards. Yeah. There we go. Let's go with that. Please make sure you edit that word over for us. We don't want to lose our rating.
tolerate the answers.
I want him to
there it is.
Kiss him. Nice. I want him to either kiss him or headbutt him.
The witness
The exact same
states
thing.
that Lavelle,
One of the two.
the victim, was assaulted by you without provocation. That he offered to surrender and that you shot him.
He shouted death first.
The witness stated that what Lavelle actually said was "de verhorst," which in our language roughly translates as "I yield to your authority."
No.
In the first time our viewing of this, I did no, it's not die Bart die. It's D Bart D. It's for the Bart.
The Bart.
I know what I heard.
I like what
That
Ben
isn't
says.
it.
He's more of a
If
fan
I
of
wanna
the third
talk with
fane
your
of
witness,
Qdoba.
He is lying.
For your
Master of
sake,
burrito.
I did not
love
hear that. Nor did you, Lanier.
What are you talking about?
Minbari do not lie, Captain. It would be a stain upon honor and soul.
Then he is in error where the truth is involved, and I want to speak with him now.
There are two investigations
We'll
going
handle
on. I
this.
feel like Sheridan needs to not be a part of either of them. Just,
Probably true.
Welcome to Babylon 5.
and if he is, he needs to be more than just him and dude.
20% discount on all
Yeah, like all this stuff.
paraphernalia. Remember, Babylon 5 Emporium is your place to shop.
So those dolls, I promise you I've seen those dolls in the store.
20%
Yeah.
discount to station personnel.
Oh. Be still my heart.
Excuse me, officer.
Alan, man. Zach Allen.
Take me to
Good to talk.
It's good to talk.
Expected?
No. Dreaded.
Why would I, out of the blue, attack your man Lavelle?
He was not a man, though, was he? He was Minbari. Star killer.
You are dealing with hate racism and bigotry at a level, Sheridan, you're not going to cut through.
Was it not an Earthman who said that those who do not listen to history will repeat
Step
it?
away. Step away.
The Minbari listen very carefully.
Shan, is there the slightest possibility that you misheard or did not see?
Did not see?
It happened very quickly.
Whose side are you on?
We are on the side of the truth. Is there another?
Captain, this is,
The one friend you have in this room. Guinevere Corey, Captain. I'm your lawyer.
What?
May I ask what you were discussing here?
Good question.
The only thing that matters. The truth.
Ah, yes. The favorite song of the legally ignorant.
Captain, are we finished here?
Yes.
We'll continue this later.
No. And Sheridan knows how this stuff works. Oh.
Yeah, there's...
I've studied Sheridan at great length. This is not in his character, which makes Ashan's statement dubious.
If it's not in his character, why are you coming at him like you are?
I don't appreciate being called ignorant in front of others.
I'm sorry. Is naive better? Earthdome has reviewed the facts, and they have decided to proceed with an indictment against you.
So you need a lawyer, is what I'm saying.
Whether you're found guilty or innocent, if this goes to trial, you'll have to step down as commanding officer of Babylon 5, probably permanently.
This is the thing I don't like. When you are faced with adversity, right? So Sheridan being given a bum rap right here. The way you show up in those situations says a lot. And I think there's this of, this is dumb and I shouldn't have to go through this. And what do you mean they're trying to convict me? What are they? And then there's the way of, you know what? I didn't do what they said I'm doing. Let's do this. I'm happy to tell my story to who will listen, defend my position. It's almost a he doth protest too much kind of a situation.
There. What, you want me to go inside? Is that it?
A little weird. A little creepy.
Suzanne's asking if Ashan are the names of the aliens in 2001 and 2002. No, those are the Ashen.
Why?
Look at you.
What's inside there?
Jeff, I've never been more proud of you than I am in this moment, my friend.
So at this point, Sheridan and Kosh have done a number of these lessons, apparently. This is the first one we're seeing. Mm-hmm. And I really enjoy how, like, it's not even clear. You know what I mean? Like, we did a lot of work on the interpretation of what this meant. I'm curious if it's going to rub any different knowing the rest of Sheridan's story or the rest of the Sheridan-Kosh story.
Well, I was sent. I'm sorry, I don't carry any kind of hard currency. It's all done with a credit chit for bookkeeping, that sort of thing.
Dylan says that these are apparently Pakmara, but not sure if that's actually true or not.
That was our impression, I know, the first time we watched this.
Yeah.
Look,
I wonder if it's supposed to be Pakmara or if they just used that lump and then covered it up. You know?
I've got about a dozen of them. They show what part of the service you're in. Gold for command, red for medical. Green
I think I remember this is the first time I realized what that bar was. That the bar was a thing.
It's not worth very much.
Also, if it was Pakmara, it would probably reek down there.
Yeah.
But fascinating, they begin singing. Lights up. I like that the light, you can even see the light out here.
So Suzanne says something in the chat over here with our council chambers that we correct Guestley the first time that this was foreshadowing Sheridan giving up his command, taking off the bar.
So I'm going to read the note that I had from our listen.
Oh, okay.
So with Kosh and Sheridan and the music, I said that the lesson is that there is beauty in everything, even in the darkness and in the shadows. Is the lesson that even when fighting the shadows, there will be beauty, and that beauty will help with the fight? I went on to say that Kosh's lesson was that for Sheridan to be ready for what was coming, he would have to give up everything, his command and everything that he's identified with. And we see that from him giving up his stat bar.
Interesting.
And I think, though, if I remember right, I didn't take the note on it, but I was coming from a place, I think we were both coming from a place, that those were Pakmara down there, which is where, like, this is an ugly, we're in the worst part of down below, with the grossest of the species that we interact with. And then there was a moment of perfect beauty once I gave up what was important to me. It's a beautiful scene. even if it's not Pakmara.
I wonder if this is one of those things where, because you remember, like later on, Veer's talking about hearing the Pakmara sing and how beautiful they are and all that sort of stuff. If people are taking that knowledge and then backwards playing it to this, going, well, these are the Pakmara because they sing real beautifully. Like I wonder if it's that. We see that in fandoms and fiction quite a bit.
Yeah,
when stuff like that happens, and people make a thread connection that may or may not actually be true, and we don't really know. It just usually writers don't answer those questions. They leave that up to the audience to decide. I'm trying to remember at what point we really were on the, hey, stuff's going south with Earth. And I don't know that we're there yet. Stuff's going way south with Earth, and it's going to have to result in Sheridan giving up his command and Sheridan leaving Earth. And I just remember the further we got into season 3, the more that it just became evident. It's where the story was going. I'm not sure that we were there yet here. I wonder if this might have been the starting point. There's one day he will take off the thing. And maybe this is what turned us on to that idea.
I think we were thinking about it more in terms of fighting the shadow. At the time, it was just the shadows was all we were going to fight. But it's that whole, to win against this great evil, I have to give up myself.
You're beginning to talk just like a Vorlon.
I think there's
such interesting camera shots in this episode.
Delenn?
Yeah.
I have just received some information on Lavelle.
Sorry, you were going to say something.
Arranging to have his body.
There's a lot in that statement from
ceremonies and
Ivanova.
rituals of whichever clan he belonged to, and you may want to look at this.
Look at that.
Okay, so something about this. So those words were like, there's an actual phrase that's there. Oh, thank you, Nia. Nia's always got my back here. The words are an actual phrase, an actual English phrase translated into Latin, and the Latin letters are substituted for Minbari letters.
Huh.
So like if you I guess anagram that or whatever it's
like
called,
a double cipher
to like to Latin, and then just translate the Latin, and what it reads is, Chester is very spoiled. I guess it's my fault. I loved him too much.
Is Chester like his cat?
I don't know.
Chester.
I feel like Chester might have been the cat. I feel like that might be true.
Chester Cheetah.
Ben says Chester was someone's cat. I mean, didn't we hear something about that like in his autobiography?
Yep. That, and then we had the cat, Matheson's cat in Crusade.
Oh, yeah.
Or Matheson's ex-wife's cat that he was,
Yeah. Ow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like a Jim Kirk judo chop Babylon 5 style.
Right.
I have acted shamefully to buy you the time to end this matter in some honorable way. Only because we are both of Chudomo do I take this step to try and convince you to act properly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
The captain is looking for. Another moment and you would have been discovered by station security. You're not good at this, Ashan. You can redeem yourself by telling the truth now, or shame our entire clan when the truth is discovered.
You would believe the humans over one of your own?
Yes.
Why?
Because she does.
Delenn, she is nothing.
Delenn is honorable, and I honor the word of Delenn. What do you honor, Ashan? The truth or the obligations of our clan?
Let me just rephrase that into a modern retelling. What's more important to you, the truth or the bullet points of your party?
You don't lie, the Minbari don't lie, no one around
Who
here.
said the Minbari don't lie?
Londo, who has firsthand experience with this one.
You're saying they do lie?
No, it was nothing in Paul.
Londo, I have a critical situation hinging on Minbari honesty. Now, if you know something.
A certain Minbari once lied to save a certain
Sheridan,
What's he talking about, Jeff?
Have you ever seen the episode The Quality of Mercy?
Apparently there is honor in helping another save face.
They lied to protect someone's honor. The question becomes, who or what is being protected? Yeah.
Captain, we've got a rep from the Minbari embassy on Earth asking to speak to you. Shall I put it through?
By
Or
all
maybe
means.
have your attorney, your lawyer with you, maybe?
But we stopped getting this
I
garden.
just got a
after
call.
while.
Yeah. It's a good set.
Your government wants Ashan to leave for your homeworld on the next shuttle. With the primary witness against me gone by your government's request, there can't be a trial, which will relieve Earth no end. Conspiracies of silence because the larger ideals have to be protected. But you can't have larger ideals if the smaller ones
Oh, I
get
like that.
compromised. It's like building a house without a foundation, Delenn. It can't stand.
I love it so much because it's just the take care of the little stuff and the big stuff takes care of itself sort of a thing.
It's a good call, Dundradal.
I was to report here for...
You know what Sheridan's uncovering right now?
He is, isn't he?
He's uncovering a conspiracy.
It's his specialty.
His own real-life conspiracy. Jeff, we were wrong. We were wrong.
Core to at least the second season. It's foundational.
Oh my God. This is like at least the third episode where the conspiracy thing has come back. We were wrong.
They're just not spelling it out for us. We have to like read into it.
That's the thumbnail, by the way. It's just going, and it's we were wrong.
Yeah.
That's it.
After you have gone, I will go to the captain and announce my complicity in the death of Lavelle.
What? You're insane. You had nothing to do with it.
That is correct. Individually, I did not, but I bear the responsibility for all acts committed by my clan. In that way, I am as responsible as you are.
If you do that, you will dishonor yourself and the third fane of Chidomo.
No, you have already done that. I will retain honor by saving face for you. Our clan, however, will never recover from this disgrace.
Then don't do it. But listen to me, Lanier. We are not responsible. It was the leaders of our clan who decided to act without asking the council.
This is it, Brent. This is the poem. Do nothing. Shame. Do something. Honor. Lanier is choosing to do something.
What you do, fame or shame, they come from wherever.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you do. That's where the honor lies.
Yep.
It's not in your reputation.
You have already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I will retain honor by saving face for you.
I also love that idea. I will save face for you, so I will benefit from that.
Then don't do it. But listen to me, Lanier. Lavelle paid him to draw Sheridan down that hall, provoked him, and made sure a weapon was there to be used against him. Lavelle is a martyr. He sacrificed himself to remove Sheridan. He was one of us, a clan brother.
Saving the honor of your clan is the one thing that could compel you to lie. We knew we couldn't prove it without help.
You recorded it all.
You betcha. Let's go.
Let me quote Lanier. Woo-hoo? What was it you heard in there?
Leave his plan out of it. We'll leave Lavelle's motives in the attack. One more mystery. And around here, we'll notice one more.
Sheridan setting up his own conspiracy.
Also, that's a very Sinclair way to handle that.
Yeah. How does everyone win?
J.S.?
John Sheridan.
Joe Straczynski.
Uh-huh.
This is supposed to be me?
Yeah.
Huh. I want it off my station. I want them all off my station. I want the whole story yanked out, boxed up, and shipped out by 0800 tomorrow. Is that clear?
I'll get right on it.
Sheridan channeling his inner Straczynski or outer Straczynski.
Negative, Babylon Control. I don't see a...
I love you had the squeegee sound of it.
Have you encountered an unidentified object? Can you describe it?
Negative, Babylon Control. I don't think so. Not on a bet. Heading back to the barn.
I don't think so, Bat Barrel on 5.
All right, so watch this, Jeff. All right, notice the spin, the rotation. That's going on there. Okay, so to quote the rest of JMS about this, the best part was during filming, we shot the bear against a blue screen to be composited into the CGI. This is where our EFX supervisor standing there on film against a blue screen with this long rod up the teddy bear's ass, spinning it around and around and around.
I love how it's just a whole thing done at Peter David.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like-
Yeah. It's like this whole thing, like Londo, listen, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. If they get rid of you, they got to get rid of me. Here's this. Thank you, Londo. That's cool. Also, by the way, I invited your family. Hey, you sent me this thing. Great. I'm going to stick a rod up its ass and twirl it while I space it. Like,
gonna twist
just
it.
enjoy it. Don't send me anything like this.
So great.
Now I would like to call on everybody listening within the sound of my voice to, Jeff, we need to research what JMS's mailing address is right now, where he receives fan mail. I want everyone to send him like a Beanie Baby, a something. Let's just
cute.
flood him. And you could just, on the note, you could just say, with love from Jeff and Brent.
Joe, you can email Brent at brent@badnerds.com. That's all him.
Love you, Joe. Yeah, dude, you're my dude, man. Listen, I got nothing but love for you. But much in the way that Londo's bringing Veer's family into it, we're going to send you some cute stuff. And if I don't see all of those Beanie Babies with rods shoved up their asses twirling in space,
I'm real disappointed. Your next project is just, come on, just feeding it to you.
Just start sending them. Come on, Suzanne, you see JMS at like every convention you go to every other weekend. Let's get on it.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Make it so. Brent, am disappointed in us.
Uh-oh.
Multiple times we brought up all the dropped threads in Babylon 5, and not once did we bring up Veer's family visiting.
Oh, or not visiting.
Exactly.
I mean, he got his niece and nephew or whatever they were.
There was a chunk of time I remember where you and I were like, maybe this is the time they show up. Oh, they're gonna come.
What's worse, having the family show up or the threat of them impending showing up?
Yeah, that's the threat, and just have it always kind of dangling. You got anything on this one you want to talk about?
There's a lot in this episode. There's so much of this episode, like the episode was going, and like I'm just like I'm over here looking, I'm just like thinking, I'm like that's an interesting piece. Where do we go with that? Racism, bigotry. Here's the thing: it's never chill. You can't hide it. If that's who you are, you don't hide it. You just don't. It's gonna shine through on your face. Yeah. I loved that Sheridan wanted to try to talk with Sean. He wanted to try to talk. He's like, yeah, maybe I can reason with him. Hey, Jeff, what do we say all the time? What's the number one thing? Talk to him.
You got to talk to him.
You make whatever. And you and I are, and every viewer and everybody else in that room is like, no, BS, dude. Don't do that. You just, no. I love the fact he held out hope. Maybe I can talk to him. Maybe there is some good in this guy.
Right.
Yeah, there wasn't, but at least you got to try, right? At least you got to try.
Got to find that piece of commonality. I think that's the thing. That's how you can fight bigotry. Find something you have in common, and build off of that. Sheridan should have just made sure he brought his lawyer when he did that.
Right. Speaking of which, Sean says this. Oh, it wasn't really our fault. I mean, we're the ones who did it, but it wasn't really our fault. It was our leaders. I'm not going to take responsibility for it. It was them. They made us do it. They're the ones at fault. You and I talked not too long ago, a couple episodes ago. I don't remember if it was this episode or a Stargate episode or one of the other ones we do. But the idea that when people choose to take action, that is their choice.
Yep.
They are responsible for their action. Nobody made you do it. It's the same sense of like a torturer saying, hey, listen, I'm not the one doing this. You're just doing this to yourself. If you just tell me, this all stops and goes away. If you, by you not telling me, you're making this happen to you. It's that same sense. Oh no, it's not me. It's really them. They forced our hand.
We talked about this at length in intersections in real time the first time around. Is the real evil the figurehead, or the people who just show up to work every day and perpetuate the evil? Because you can have a bad person in charge. You can have the third Fane of Chidomo leadership be awful. And when they tell you to do bad things, you can just say no. And then all of a sudden that evil doesn't happen.
One of the things we see, and I always scuffle at this when I hear this, people resign in protest. They resign their job in protest over something. There was a very popular fictional story that is not super old that involved a bunch of kids at a boarding school, and the leadership changed badly. The government kind of came in and started taking over, and things just got really hard. And new measures of discipline that were full on torture began being implemented, and several of the teachers, the good teachers, the old guard, were like, I can't stay here. If this is what we're going to be doing, I cannot sign my name to this. I cannot stay. I've got to leave. And there were people who were like, no, actually, you need to stay because you are the guard. You are the defense against this. You're not signing on to this. You're the only hope these kids have. If you leave, these kids have no hope. When people resign over protest, I get it. But on some level, you're also the only hope to stop it and prevent it. Now, if they come in and they fire you, they force you to leave, they do whatever, that's one thing. But to just resign in protest, to say that you can't be a part of this, you can't be party to this, when you're in that spot,
because there's somebody right behind you that's just going to fill that vacuum.
Oh, they'll fill that in and turn it up to 11.
Now, if they have to fire you for it, there'll still be someone there who's going to fill it.
Yeah.
But you did what you fought the fight. That's where the honor lies.
Yeah.
In what you do.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not saying that it's dishonorable to resign and protest. There's probably a really good reason for that. And I certainly don't want to cast this wide net of like, this is always the right answer, because I don't have that. But it's just the thought that always goes through my mind.
Yeah.
When we do that. We talked briefly about Veer knowing the real Londo and calling out Londo for being something he's not. And then what happens with Londo? Londo, for a moment, shows us who he really is.
We see that Londo that we saw in Born to the Purple.
We see the Londo who's remembering how to dance and that his shoes are too tight, right? Like this is the Londo we see. Even if he gets him a little like, and I invited your family, like a little twinge. Yeah. Like, it's great. But Londo has this great line. And now I'll end on this one. Londo has a great line. I don't know if we talked about it in the first time or not. Londo looks at Veer and he says, Veer, effectively, he's like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I've done a lot of stuff. Right? You cannot change the past, but the present, yes, you can change. Guys, listen, this is a spot where we all live. You can't change the past. Whatever you've done before in the past, you can't change it. It's there. What you can change, I tell my kids this all the time. Look, that's done. You can't change it. What can you control? What you choose to do from here on out. That is the thing you control. That is the thing that can change. Yes, that you can't change the past. That'll be what it is. But you can change the present. And there's no better time. I've heard this a long time ago, Jeff. There's the right time to do the right thing is right now.
It's right now.
Start now. Do the right thing. Might not be able to change the past, but you don't have to keep living in that vein. You can stop, or you can be better. Change it right now. Change it in the present. Yes, you can.
Just today, I was working as a manager that's on my team who is taking one of their people through up into they're almost a dismissal point, like through the disciplinary process. And they're writing the last little thing or whatever. And they just really want to go through and interrogate all of the things the person did, right? Oh, you did this and you did this and you did this. I had to ask them, like, what are you going to get out of them? Are they going to say, yeah, I did that? Oh, master, please put down the whip. Please don't hit me anymore. What are you going to get from going through that? Draw the line in the sand and say, from this moment forward, these are my expectations.
Yeah.
Failure to meet these expectations will result in this, and meeting the expectations will result in this. There's no big, it happened. It happened. Tell me what I got to do now to move forward and be healthy in this whole thing. And just as a society, we're so stuck on going to the, beating up all of the things that happened before. And I mean, I'm not saying it just goes away and it's not whatever, but that's not the focus, right? And I think about it too, a conversation you and I have a lot. Is it justice or is it vengeance? Vengeance is focused on the past. Justice is focused on the future. And in this case, in a really small, tiny way, Londo chose justice.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Jeff, did you have any other thoughts?
Captured it very well. I'm curious what kind of justice you can do, Brent, in this next segment. As we create the 100% correct, the immutable, objective ranking of all the episodes of our second viewing of season 2 of Babylon 5. The honor, my friend, falls upon you this week to rank this thing. I am, we usually do the top 5 on this. I'm going to hit this a little closer to the middle, though. And I'm going to start at number 10, which is a distant star. In 9th, we have points of departure, 8 acts of sacrifice, 7 hunter prey, and the episode that has hinged a number of our most recent episodes at number 6, Gropos. Brent, where lies there all the honor lies?
Jeff, I think back to what we originally said, and I do not remember saying this. I'll just take your word that we said that this was not great and that it was just all these different B plots sort of loosely connected, but I enjoyed watching it this time.
I did too. And I didn't get that impression at all. This felt complete.
It felt fine. Yeah, it felt things. I don't know if we're just watching this in light of the entirety of the show, of knowing where we go and what happens.
I think I know what it is. You called it out at one point. The show completely feels different. It was shot differently. It was framed differently. It just feels, and so the first time around, it was just so psychologically off-putting that it didn't feel right.
Yeah. I mean, like, okay, so there's the Kosh thing, right? There was no resolution to that whatsoever. It just happened. It was just there, right? Now we know where this leads. We know what's happening. We also know what doesn't happen. And so it just feels like a step along the way. It doesn't feel incomplete, right? We know the store never comes back. It's just this little ha-ha thing that we've got going on. Really going after Sheridan and the racism with the Minbari and what's going on. Like, this is a step along the way. This is a development. We see the pieces of even how this furthers Delenn and her pursuit and Sheridan's pursuit of her towards each other. We see Lanier just being awesome. And this is Lanier at his best, not Ranger Lanier, not running away Lanier. This really is great Lanier. Mm-hmm. So there's so much of this episode I think to like. Is it a great episode? Probably not, but I did enjoy it. Jeff, you're in the right zone. Now, you mentioned that Gropos is the one that hinges this whole episode. I have to come at this with which episode would I rather watch again first? I think I would rather watch Gropos first, to be honest with you. It's a fun episode, except for like the last 30 seconds of the episode. It's a fun episode. I think I would rather watch it. Honestly, I love the whole stuff with Dodger and Garibaldi. I love the stuff with Big, and I don't even remember the name of the guy, the flyboy guy who's on our station. Keffer, that guy.
We saw him today. We just saw him.
I was wondering. I was like, is that Keffer? I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter.
It does not.
Then I look at Hunter Prey and I go, Hunter Prey. I enjoyed Hunter Prey. I liked Hunter Prey. Do I want to watch this episode again or that one? And this is where I'm going to stop, because this episode feels so connected to the overall story of Babylon 5, whereas Hunter Prey just feels like a one-off type episode. So I'm going to want to watch this one first. Jeff, this is going to be our new number 7. And I think you could make an argument that it should be number 6. I don't know that it's going to land there. Certainly by the end of the season, I think it's just going to keep getting pressed down as we get more and more episodes into this. But for right now, number 7.
Here's what's fun. Number 6, Gropos. Number 7, There All the Honor Lies. In our completely correct first time ranking of the second season, number 16, Gropos. Number 17, There All the Honor Lies.
All right. Listen, a couple episodes have made some major changes, but for the most part, I think it just proves that our assessment of this show the first time around, for the most part, was not bad.
I'd say 100% correct is what I would say. I mean, you can't argue that. Brent, that's going to do it for There All the Honor Lies. Next week, a little episode called And Now for a Word.
That's the next episode?
It is.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I know this one. Yes.
This was a this milestone moment for this show in the viewing of this.
I knew it was coming soon. Jeff, this might be the single episode that I have personally received the most flack for.
This or one
more than Avalon, more than I don't remember what other shows I've received a bunch of flack for. But this episode I've received, and it's become a thing. Print this phrase on a t-shirt. I even referenced it earlier today. Yep. I didn't even realize it. It's a clip show without being a clip show. That's this episode. And I'm going to prove to you guys that I was 100% right and why this episode is awesome. And if you think I didn't like this episode because I said it was a clip show without being a clip show, you were wrong and you weren't paying attention to what I said the first time around. At least that's how I remember it.
That's how you remember it, yeah. What did you predict, though? We're going to talk about what you remembered next week.
Yeah.
What did you predict it was going to be about?
You know what? I referenced, Jeff, you wouldn't have understood this back then, but you definitely understand this now. I said, Stargate. Stargate is a show that takes itself fairly seriously, but sometimes not at all. It does not take itself too seriously. With a specific episodes, like their 100th episode, which is called Wormhole Extreme.
So good.
Such a great episode, right? Window of Opportunity is another really, really good one, and I said this is going to be one of those episodes. It's not going to take itself very seriously. It's just going to be a fun episode. It's going to be a fun deal. That's what I thought. What about you? What'd you predict?
Thought this was going to be a reality show, a mockumentary style episode. Send a camera crew out and document life on Babylon 5.
I call shenanigans, Jeff. Shenanigans. You peaked. You saw it early.
It's called a Now for Word. Like, what else?
What else could it be?
It's that, or it's just a run of commercials. Like, that's all it is, which also would have been great. Oh, I'm excited to watch this one. This is a good run of episodes we're in. It's like kind of lighthearted-y and getting us ready for, like, because it's going to turn and not be lighthearted-y.
Lighthearted-y?
Yeah.
I don't know that that's a word.
Sure it is. I just said it.
Of course it has to be now.
It's gotta be a word.
It's now. Add it to the dictionary.
Yeah, we're gonna
lighthearted-y.
We're gonna step out of that world here real soon and get into some pretty heavy stuff. So we're gonna enjoy this one quite a bit. I hope you will as well when you join us right here next week. Thank you for joining us today as we watch this. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, and do all those great things. It would be incredible if you could share this show. Just tell somebody, word of mouth, right? It's great. Let's grow this incredible community that we already have. So until next time, as we sign off, Brent, what's up?
Hey, so something you may not know about me. You're familiar with the idea of a bucket list, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I have 3 items on my bucket list.
Okay.
Just 3. That's all I got. All right. I'll share them with you. One is I want to be in a movie.
All right.
And I'm not talking like an extra walking around in the background. Like I don't have to have the lead, but I want a significant part in a movie where I'm going to be a part of the process.
Yeah, which is because you were in Seabiscuit, right? Or
I was an extra in Seabiscuit. I saw that side of it, but like I want to be like in the thing. I want to have a trailer. I want to go through that whole. I don't have to do a bunch of them either. I like just give me one. Like let me have fun with it, right? But I want to be in a movie. 2, I want to be a voice. I want to do voiceover, like cartoon voice, animated voice, video game, something like that. I think that'd be, I want to go in the studio. I want to act it out. I want to have, but the third thing I want, I want my own action figure.
Oh, that would
I want to be able
cool.
to go. I want to be able to go on late night TV and just pull up and like, here's my toy of myself. Don't you think it'd be really cool to have an action figure of yourself?
Dude, it would be so cool, especially if it had all of the attributes that it was supposed to have, right?
Fully anatomically correct, apparently.
But Brent, I think you can already check that one off your bucket list. You have an action figure.
No. What?
You do.
What?
Yeah, you saw it the last time we did this episode. Don't you remember Brent Allen?
I mean, we're not some deep space franchise. This station is about something.